classic rivalry game is about to begin. Will soon begin. Yeah, I know. Another Jets disaster. Jets mess. For right now, we're in bonus coverage between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. I wish I was lying about that. Yeah, I know. Bad joke. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see how this plays out for the G-Men. They're going to get rid of it. I do not like that decision. I would rather have taken the ball instead of giving it into the hands of the Lions. With a gassed out defense that's been doing nothing but soft zone for the last 10 plus minutes because Shane Bowen's a fucking dumbass. I'm dead fucking serious, folks. Shane Bowen is a shit-headed dimwit who's too stuck in a time bubble thinking that soft zone will win games. It doesn't. You need to go into man pressure. And again to the damn soft zone. Fuck you, Shane Bowen, to death. Gibbs has a cut down the middle. Game over. Lions win. How am I not fucking surprised? How am I not fucking surprised by this? Bowen, you cancerous piece of shit! Why take Dex out? This is why, in my view, Shane Bowen should have been fired alongside Brian Daboll. He is a cancer with his defensive strategy, which is nothing but soft zone this, soft zone that, soft zone this, soft zone that. Fuck you to death. At the very least, the Giants get one shot to try to tie it. If they fuck it up, it's over. But it was over anyway at this point. All because, once again, Shane fucking Bowen, stupid, perfect D. Why doesn't Kafka just punch this fucker in the face and tell me 2-minute drill, you go pressure, 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 pressure. And you basically waste Jameis Winston's best game as a Giant because you're an egocentric and stubborn bastard just like Daboll. You're a clone of Daboll, except with defense. This is why we need to snap the necks of people like Shane Bowen. He's a piece of shit who has no clue on competent defensive setup. Why can't you do pressure the whole game like you did against Philadelphia? Or at the early portion of this game? You arrogant shithead. If you think I'm harping on if you think I'm being too hard with my harping, you're on Shane Bowen, you're fucking wrong. The bastard deserves to be pink slip when the season's over. That's how I'm looking at shit. Because that's what he is. Pure shit. And not the good kind of shit. I mean the rancid, oozing, dripping, barbecued, maggot-infested shit. Yeah, but barely in the Bengals in the case of the Pats. Bellinger not able to make the catch, and he's holding his rib cage. Not good. And they get New England next week, which is not going to be a win guaranteed, even if they do get Dart back next week. First, second and 10 from the 30 for the Giants. And Tracy's not going anywhere on that. Now you got to throw it at any and all costs. Shane Bowen, it's official. The Giants' new cancer is Shane Bowen. He needs to go. I don't care if it happens at the end of the year or right fucking now. That bastard is a shit stain of a defensive coordinator. Get rid of him, Giants. And this game's about to end. I just fucking know it. Gonna be a hold. Gonna be a hold on Thomas. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be defensive. I thought it was gonna be a hold on Thomas, but whatever. Number 41, Tracy in the backfield. They get a handoff. On his back foot, caught by Johnson, first down. Gain of 14. I said, Ballinger the blocking back for Singletary. Goes to the outside, and he'll get 4. Yeah, it's on the defensive line, namely Shane Bowen's incompetence. He'll get 3. Field goal does not help him in this situation. Mighty Mouse has been kept pretty quiet since the fourth quarter. Just in the nick of time. And just in the nick of time to get the timeout calling. Mahomes dropping back. Over the middle. Caught by Worthy! Or just a bit outside of it. Third and 2. They're going to go weak eye. Or that strong guy said. Caught by Tracy, he'll slide out to 30. At this point, I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to get to the Eagle Cowboy game, for better or worse. But I need a big bunch of points from those players. We'll get 3 out of that catch. Second and 7. Fakes the handoff. Going deep. Went for Robinson, but he was too wide. If that's caught, tie game at minimum. 3rd and 7 from the 29 for the Giants. Robinson out, Slayton in. You'll get 3. Last chance. 4th and 4 from the 20. You'll get 2. 4th and 5. Last chance. And that's it. Lions win. How am I not surprised? 34-27. Lions win in overtime on a sack. At least now I can do that damn short. Enough is enough with you, Shane Bowen. We had this in the bag, and yet again, you go soft zone in a 2-minute drill. I mean, sure, to be fair, I can also blame Kafka for going for it instead of taking the points. A gamble that bit the Giants in the ass in week 2 against Dallas. But having said that, you're the main culprit for this shit, Bowen. I want your ass gone! Enough is enough with you, Shane Bowen. We had this in the bag, and yet again, you go soft zone in a 2-minute drill. I mean, sure, to be fair, I can also blame Kafka for going for it instead of taking the points. A gamble that bit the Giants in the ass in week 2 against Dallas. But having said that, you're the main culprit for this shit, Bowen. I want your ass gone! And of course, A.J. Brown playing the role of the fucking spoiled brat. And we're back. 1st and 10 from the 36. Hurts drops back. Gets chased out of the pocket. Incomplete. That should be intentional grounding as it did not make it back to the scrimmage line. Can the Raiders do me a favor and actually move the fucking ball into the damn end zone against the Browns? Butker getting ready for the kick. His last career winner, game winner, September 15th of last season against the against the Bengals. This is an easy 27-yard chip shot. Are you going to screw me again, Hurts? Bad enough. He got it. Chiefs win. First game, first one-score game, the Chiefs win this season. Damn you to hell, A.J. Brown, you piece of shit. Whining like a little brat last week to get more touches. Well, there's your fucking touch, you son of a bitch. Kick's good. Hello, Johnny Gruga. is enough with you, Shane Bowen. We have... I'm... Well, that loss, the Giants are now out of the playoff hunt. Not that it mattered, to be perfectly fair, but I still want Bowen's neck in a fucking noose for how much he has sabotaged this team's defense with his bone shit tunnel vision on zone in a 2-minute drill in fourth quarters. Kick is away. Turpin over the 25, plowing his way through, trying to get to the 30. He'll be cut down to 29. Tackle set up from his own 19. Drop shotgun. Looking. Going over the middle. I think he was looking for Lamb. Lamb didn't notice it. Incomplete. And Jacoby Dean, the guilty party for illegal contact downfield. Pitch to Javonte. He'll get 2. Might as well see how my pigskin pick'em league is doing. I'm sure I've gotten a few of them wrong. I know I've gotten at least a couple of these wrong today. Dak drops back. Screen to Ferguson. And he'll get 1. Prescott going to throw a bomb, looking for Pickens or Lamb. It was Lamb, way off, incomplete. Punt is away. Gibson makes a fair catch at the 24. So I finished 13-2 last week. Okay, where were the two? Okay, I knew I got that one wrong at least. What was the other one? Oh, right. I moved into 7th place in the pick'em, huh? Who cares for the tendies? Now, please, Jalen. You basically ignored Goddard and Smith all last week because of how much of a brat A.J. Brown was behaving as. I need you to throw to those two for the sake of my fantasy squad. Okay, you son of a bitch. It's a floss pick. I'm aware. Under Sirianni in one-score games, the Eagles are 32-4. And when they win the turnover battle, they're 34-2. First and 10, ball at the 24 for the Eagles. Hand off to Barkley. He's not going anywhere. Loss of 1. Lumen on the front line for the Eagles. False start. Second and 16. Have to Barkley again. He'll get 3. Gonna go wide out. 3rd and 14. Goddard and Smith to the left. And it's gonna be and it's gonna be Cooper, and he's not gonna get much. Jalen, do I have to hold a Hurts? Do I have to hold a gun to your head to get you to throw to either Goddard or Smith lately? Do I have to do that? You didn't do that at all last game. I figured you were doing a bounce attack lately. But then again, when you consider how much of a brat A.J. Brown was last week, demanding that he get throws, how am I not surprised you start doing this shit again? Man's kick is almost blocked, and he is down. Fair catch at the 37, but we're going to get a roughing the kicker call here. More like he got kicked in the head, but whatever. Floroni, the guilty party, and the Eagles catch a break. One, two. 1st and 10 from the 39. Empty set for Hurts out of the gun. Drop back. And it's fucking Brown. How about you quit being a ball hog, you piece of shit? I mean, what is it going to... I mean, seriously, do Eagles players have to whine, bitch, and complain to get Hurts to throw to them? Because it looks like that's the formula. If your name is not Saquon Barkley. Going down the left sideline for Smith. Incomplete, no flag. He overshot him. And he caught that. That would have been a boon for me. From the 48. Drop back. Hurts looks. Chase out of the pocket. Incomplete. Smith had to come back for it, and it's swatted by Deron Bland. 3rd and 10 from the 48. Flag flies. Incomplete, but I don't think that matters. We're probably getting a holding call on the Eagles. And it is. Oh, it's a neutral zone infraction. Never mind. I really need you dumbasses to do something. Goddard, Smith, I need you two to do something already, you fuckers. You dumb fuckwads. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 43 of the Cowboys. This is going to be a design run to Barkley. Nope, drop back. Going for Brown. He's got him again. This piece of shit needs to die. 1st down, gain of 27. And that's just for my fantasy team's sake. I want Brown out of the equation. Not anything else. Because the more he catches, the fewer and fewer points I'm going to harvest out of this game. Because he's a stubborn piece of shit. I can't really rely on Fergie. Barkley, Hurts will take it himself, and he'll get 5. Maybe 6. For the love of God, Raiders. For the love of all that's holy, Raiders, wake the fuck up. Gibson going to take the handoff, and he's going to get 4 himself. It's either a fumble or a pick for the Browns. Let's see. I hate when it does that. There we go. Oh, he missed a field goal. And then Shador got picked off. How is it? I am not fucking surprised. Hey, Jalen, buddy, can you stop throwing to A.J. Brown because he's whining, moaning, and bitching that you're not throwing him the ball? If I lose this game, it is on Jalen Hurts' fucking head. Because all the wideouts I have on my bench are off today. And even putting in Kyle Monaghan might not sticking with Monaghan and taking Montgomery out wouldn't have changed all that much. Third and fucking 3. Ball on the 14 of the Cowboys. Barkley gets a run, cuts, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7. From the 7. It's going to go to Barkley. No, it's not. To Brown. He got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Now can you stop throwing it to fucking piece of shit, whiny little brat A.J. Brown Hurts? I need fucking fantasy points, and I'm not going to get them if he's going to be a damn ball hog all fucking game. Never mind. So by rule, it is not a touchdown for AJ. He's right. 1 foot stepped out. I mean, he never got full possession of the ball. Especially when you consider the bulk of the yards have gone to fucking Brown in the air. What has he got? 73, 43, 53 of them? Empty set. On for the Django setup. Hurts going to take it off. Stays on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Why is it, with the exception of that 23 game against San Francisco, the Eagles win every time I call their games?
Are you wearing 7 layers and still freezing your man nipples? You need the new 300. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to.
Kick is good. 14-0 Philadelphia.
So every week the defense lets us down. Every single week. It is a broken record. If the Giants hold on to these games and win like any fucking competent football team wins, we were talking about Brian Dable coaching. Isn't that some shit?
Yeah, rather ironic. If Dable wasn't such a tunnel vision piece of dog fuck, always relying on soft zone instead of going to man, instead of going to pressure, man pressure zone, you know what the Giants' record would be? Especially with the fourth quarter losses, we wouldn't be 2-10. We'd be 7-5 at worst, and at best 8-4. But no, this stupid tunnel vision, out of touch, archaic, antiquated motherfucker constantly goes soft zone in the fourth quarter when he's got 10 plus lead, a lead of 10 or more. Bowen, let me spell it out for you, you tunnel vision son of a bitch. In the fourth quarter, no matter how big of a lead you have, keep your foot on the throat! No, I did not. Oh, I can take a 3-point shot from the Raiders. That's not going to help. It's a simple fucking concept, Bowen, but you don't want to learn it. You never hold yourself accountable for these fuck-ups. You're deliberately sabotaging Mike Kafka's attempts to get wins. You know, he's only had 2, but still. What do I have to do? Garrote your fucking ass to get you to understand. No soft zone in the fourth quarter. Under any circumstances. Is it going to take a garrote around your throat, a Garrett around your throat to get you to understand that? Because at this rate, it might as well. John, the Giants have blown 6 leads of 10 points or more over this season. 5 of them in the fourth quarter. And because Bowen is so committed to his tunnel vision to playing soft zone in the last quarter of the game, with no matter how big of a lead this team has, instead of sticking to man pressure. This is the same shit that got them butchered in 2021 and last year. And yet this fucker has no adaptability. He's basically tunnel vision, dumbass Tin Man Dable on defense. He's a terrorist that needs to go. A cancer that needs to be cut. And if someone has to put a bullet in his head, not me, so be it. Ferguson in motion. Hand off to Javonte. He cuts. He's got over the 20, over the 40, 45, and down in the Eagle territory around the 44. Or 20. My question exactly. Why the fuck didn't they fire this son of a bitch? Last play of the quarter. Dak fakes a handoff. Goes over the middle. And Lamb drops it. Incomplete. First quarter over. $14-0 Philadelphia going into quarter 2. Talking about reversing the roles. I am so ready to kill A.J. Brown. And why do I want to get him destroyed? or at least see him get injured in this game. Simple. You get rid of him, that opens the second half for Smith and Goddard to get some ball touches and get the ball, get some targets. I mean, the fucker's got 67 of Hurts's 90 passing yards. The other 23 belong to Barkley. Oh, 3 to Gibson, 4 to Cooper, 16 to Barkley. Point still applies, though. Third and 8 from the Philadelphia 46. From the Philadelphia 42. Oh, there are plenty of D coordinators better than him. Chris Shula, Steve Spagnuolo. Hell, for as bad as the Cowboy defense is, Matt Eberflus would be a step up from how much of a dimwitted motherfucker Shane Bowen is. Caught by Lamb, he'll get... But the ball pops out! And the Cowboys... No, the Eagles will fall on it! Punched out, or... No, he's down by contact. He's down by contact. That ball's not coming out any moment. They're going to review this, reverse it, and the ball will go back to Dallas. Fortunately for CD, his left elbow was down before the ball popped out. Turnovers are subject to review. So it will be a gain of 18 for CD Lamb. Or 14 for CD Lamb. Or 12, I should. So it will be a gain of 12 for CD. Now it's Turpin in the backfield. Could be a trick play for the Cowboys. Wouldn't blame them if they did that. They're going to hand it to Turpin. He trips, but now it's a live ball, and the Eagles will get it. Why not just give it to Furry Dak? I mean, Dickie Dak. I mean, seriously, I get the idea, but still, Dallas. And that ball was coming out long before Turpin went down. Believe me, Mono Guy wouldn't change much. Sheesh. I guess ever since Brian Gable got fired, heard my shorts viewings have been going in the toilet. Am I surprised by the outcome against Kansas City Giants? No. Am I getting to the point where enough is enough with Russ, Gable, and Shane to get rid of them? Well, Giants, I'll be damned. The Jackson Dart era's on to a good start. You beat the Chargers. But didn't this happen in 2019? Only a matter of time before Dart starts to fizzle out, you know. Carlos Mendoza, you are a piece of shit psycho gambler. There was no need to do a bullpen gauntlet today, and it cost the Mets a playoff spot. I want you gone after next. 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts drops back, gets away. Dump pass to Barkley. And he steps out the 49. Gain of 17. Well, they're only going to give him 16, and he goes out at midfield. Well, Barkley not getting anywhere this time. He's stuffed at the line. 2nd down. Flag. Hold on the Eagles. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Giants. Brian Dable is the cancer, you dumbasses. So, Jets get... I'm not surprised that this happened. Well, 1st and 10 from the 40. Brown in motion. Who's he going to? Hurts looking. Gonna go deep. Way out of reach for Barkley. 2nd down. It's bad enough that you guys lost the game, Jets, to the Broncos. Tell me, Jets, you ever play a game of skin the cat? Tell me, Jets, you ever play a game of skin the cat? No? Well, you got skinned today by the Cats. The Cats. Bigsby now in the backfield. It's a bunch formation. This is mostly just to get some. Smith goes in motion. Tank with the. And you'll get 8. Still a long 3rd down, but it's a little more manageable. Hurts drops back. Going deep. It looks like he's going for Devonta. He's got it! What a catch by Devonta Smith! Deep in the Dallas territory for a first down. Where'd he catch this? The 11. So gain of 30 what? It was a 41-yard catch. Damn. Now they're going to pitch it to Smith. He's going to go to the outside. But he's short of the first down marker. He does get 10, but he does get 10 on the pickup. And we know what's coming. Tush push. And we know what's coming now for the Eagles. The accursed tush push. Nice 10-yard pickup, though, by Devonta. Of course, the Lions have managed to figure out how to stop it. Let's see if the Cowboys can do the same. Nope. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his second running touchdown of the day, and it's on the ass, on the brotherly shove, a.k.a. the tush push, or as I call it, the ass haul. The ass haul. This is turning into yet another stomp for the road squad. Why is it the best game I've called this year was Kansas City against Denver last week in this time card slot? I mean, next week I got Pitt. Tomorrow night I've got Carolina against San Francisco. Next week it's Buffalo against Pittsburgh. Snap, hold, kick, got it. $21-0 Philadelphia with 11:32 left in the half. Yeah, Judy's an idiot. Which is one of the main reasons I got rid of him from one of my fantasy squads. I thought it was a pitch, not a pass. Whatever. Whatever. But here's my question. Can I get something out of Ferguson or Goddard? Compared to last week, at least with Devonta, to step up what I picked up on that pass play, on those two passes. I wonder if Murdoch is wanting to come in. Knowing him, he's still too sick. But we'll see. Kick is away. Turpin over the 30, 35, and tripped up at the 40. Maybe the 39-yard line. I don't know. I don't know who 43 is in the backfield for the Cowboys. Bunch set. Ferguson. Pick up a 2. There's just kept pounding you guys. And now you're 0-7 heading to face another team of cats who I'm pretty sure are going to skin you alive in the form of the Bengals. I don't know who's worse. Drop back by Dak. Screen the Lamb, and he'll get 6. No, they'll give him 5. Third and 3, so it was a 4-yard catch. Just dump it to Fergie. Ferguson makes the catch to pick up a 6. Was that 7? Flag. Through the first 11, 20 more yards, and second with 980 receiving yards in the league. Now, there's been one bright spot for this Cowboys squad in 2025, 2026. It's Pickens. It's taken a lot of the load off Lamb. First and 15, Pickens with the catch, and he's going to get 12. And he's going to get 11. Maybe on Mitchell with the takedown. Now on the slant. Oh, the game 9. Hand out to Williams. He's trying to plow his way up the gut, but he stopped about 2 yards short of the marker. I mean, Jones kind of averaged out for me today. Hunt got what I needed out of him. Montgomery, the usual shit. I mean, seriously, I need to switch him out for Monaghan next week. Anyway, 3rd and 3. Drop back by Dak. Over the middle. Caught by Pickens. First down, gain of 5. Okay, 7. Sue me. Hand off to Turpin again. He goes to the outside. And what's he get? 4? Yeah, 4. I better see if he's still sick. Second and 6. Fake of the handoff. Dak drops back. Goes over the middle. Caught by, who is that? Pickens or Lamb? It's Pickens at the 13 of the Cowboys. Seriously, with the number covered up, I couldn't really see who it was. Let's see. Over middle. It was Pickens. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 13 after a 17-yard catch. Williams in the backfield. Ferguson in motion. Goes into the strong eye. Handoff fake. Dump pass to Ferguson. He's over the 10, trying to fight his way to the first down. Trying to score, but he's going to be stopped at the 2 after a gain of 11. Good bit of fight from Ferguson there. First and goal. The ball is on the 2. Dow's going to go for the... It's a Wildcat! Williams up the middle! Is he in? I can't see from this angle. Getting the pile off him. No, he's not. Second down. So much for the Wildcat. Second and goal. Now going to the traditional sneak. Now into the goal line offensive formation. And a couple of Cowboys jump the gun. This is going to push him back 5. Ball. Flag. Would a win here for the Eagles really get them the division spot? Well, at this point, if they win this game and then win their 2 against the Commanders coming up down the stretch, yes. But at this point with this game, if the Eagles win it, you might as well put the nail in the division coffin now. Drop back by Dak. Goes over the middle. And it's picked! Reed Blankenship, they knew he was going for Lamb, and Dak was looking for Lamb, and he got picked off badly. Seriously, what the hell were you looking at, Dak? Touchback Philadelphia, they'll step shop at their own 20 with 5:01 left in the half. It's going down on. I need to do a quick little rant here to the guys. For a brief second. I understand that within the network, I'm the low guy on the totem pole. Whether that's due to my attitude, my skin tone, or the fact that you guys just view me as a pest. I don't know which. But having said that, is it too much to ask? Especially to NYG, Pat, Ghost Dog, for any of you guys to at least attempt to come into my game call streams. Is it too much to ask of that you got from? Is it too much of an ask for you guys to do that? True, Iman, you came in about 3 weeks ago to catch the end of the game between Kansas City and Buffalo with me. But still, it wouldn't kill you guys to at least accept my link invites to these game calls, would it? It's a simple request. First and 10 from the 20. And for those wondering, no, I am not calling next Monday night's game. I'm leaving that to Pat. I highly doubt he'll let me in anyway. Figure the hand. Barkley only gets 1, maybe 2 out of that run. Let's look at Dallas's miscues. Running into the kicker, the fumble by Turpin, the gun jump on 2nd and goal at the 1, and then this play by Dak. I mean, I'm going to be blunt. Brian Schottenheimer is going to be under the gun if he stays for next year for the Cowboys. Last 3 games against the Cowboys, the turnover differential has been +8 Philadelphia. Today, +2 to make it a total of 10. +10. 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Hurts out of the gun. He drops back. Throws to Smith. That's a pickup of 5. 3rd down. They're going to give him 6. Third and 2. So who moved this time? It could be the Eagles. No, they gave him 7. I could have sworn it was 6. That doesn't help the Eagles. That's on Juergens. Knowing Tom Grossi, he's not calling this game. And even if he was, I highly doubt he'd give me a raid. Especially with how badly YouTube has shafted me recently. 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. And I put emphasis on shafting me. Drop back. Hurts going to go over the middle. Smith, he is hit as the ball comes to him. Incomplete. No flag. And essentially, it's a 3-and-out for Dallas's defense. Uh-oh. That's not good for Dallas. Quinn Williams is down. It looks like he's clutching his side. What happened here? Let's see. Okay. Oh, he ran into Barkley. We'll take an injury timeout. 3:07 left in the half. 21-0 Philadelphia. Even sick, Murdoch finds a way to win these games. How fucking strange is that? Eesh. And Jibba went off today for 40. Gibbs went off for 60. Which I'm sure the fan base is going to desire to murder Shane Bowen for. I mean, granted, if he gets fired at the end of the season, big fucking whoop. But at that point, it's whether he gets fired either at the end after this week's over or at the end of the season, I don't fucking care. But at that point, too little, too late for the Giants. They should have fired him weeks ago. Hell, they should have fired him alongside Dable after week 10's debacle. Possible 200 points for McAteer? Damn. The Packers and Lions fighting for that final NFC wild card at the moment. That is a nice shot of AT&T, I'm not going to lie. Man could kick it away. Remember, last time he punted, he got run into, which led to a 15-yard bonus and a resurrection of their drive. Kick is away. Turpin back to receive it. Fair catch, and he'll catch it at the 31. It's probably going to be an illegal block on the back on the Cowboys. Flag. Never mind. We'll give Turpin another shot at it. Kick is away. So I hear Iman. At this point, in terms of the fantasy team, fantasy league for the networks, I don't really have much going. I have nothing going for me. The only place I am doing well in terms of fantasy is the collaborative Pick'em League between us and the Hardcore Sports Network, where I'm sitting comfortably in the top 10 in the 7 hole. Sure, I won't win the championship in there, but at the very least, I show a lot of foresight for some of these games. Honestly, no. Schottenheimer, first year, we're just doing this as an experiment. Dak from the 28, fakes the handoff, drops back, has pressure coming. Gonna throw over the middle, caught by Turpin. He's over the 50, 45, 30, 40, 35, 30, 25, and steps out to 24. To the 24. That's a 28 to the 44. That's a 48-yard catch. I stupidly benched him. And again, the fumble was a proof enough. Hand off to Javonte. Up and over, and he gets 5. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the half. 21-0 Philadelphia. Turpin hasn't had much to do this season. He's been mostly on the kicking team. On the return squad, Cowboys desperately trying to get on the board. 2 minutes left. 21-0 Philadelphia. I get that How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a timeless classic for the holidays. But does Walmart have to bastardize it with this sort of advertisement for their Black Friday sales coming up this week? And for those wondering, no, I'm not a curmudgeonous Scrooge. It's just the older you get, the less you desire during the holidays. You just want a nice, quiet Christmas with the family and a full stomach. The older and older you get. And whatever gifts you do want, it's mostly going to be what you view as necessities, not trivial items. Not things that are trivial. What? Why? Why would the Mets do this? Okay, for those wondering what just happened, I just found out over on Wordy's channel. I know I should be talking football, not baseball, but I gotta get this out. Mets fans were in for a bit of a curveball. Brandon Nimmo is gone, and taking his place, being shipped out like DeGrom was to the Lone Star State, pick up a 6, to the Texas Rangers for Marcus Semien, who is predominantly Texas's utility infielder and second baseman, more known for his glove than he is for his bat. Why Mets do this? Why break up the core? Oh, he's a shortstop who basically uses backup. First and 10 from the 14. Dak drops back. Chased out of the pocket briefly. Caught by Williams, and he loses 3. Probably going to be a hold on the Cowboys. Flag. Well, it is a penalty anyway. It's going to put the ball back at the 28. In all honesty, you could have just declined the penalty, and sure, you would have lost. And sure, Dallas loses fewer yards on that, but as a trade-off, it would have been second down. But instead, I get you want to make it harder. First and 25, ball to 28. And the Cowboys desperately need to get to the 3 just to keep the drive going at best. Dak drops back. Caught by Lamb. On the screen, on the slant, he'll get 7. Oh, they gave him 10. Okay. Ball on the 18. I thought must have misread it. Going over the middle to Ferguson. He's got it. And down to 1. Dallas better burn a timeout. Nice 17-yard catch by Ferguson. Take the handoff, dump off to Pickens, touchdown Dallas. And they get on the board. Took them boys long enough. Still sad that Goddard hasn't gotten anything. I mean, it's nice I'm getting a little something out of Smith and Ferguson, but will it be enough? It depends on how well Los Angeles' defense covers Ibuka. But let's see what happens here. 21 seconds left in the half. Snap, hold, Brandon Audrey, automatic. Brandon Audrey, automatic. Let's go. 21 seconds left in the first half. December 20th, a carnival? Carnival of Carnage, huh? December 20th, 2025. So I guess the White Six are showing up to AAA. Lay for a night to take on the Psycho Circus. That's terrifying. That match is going to be fucking terrifying. "21 seconds left. Lands in the landing zone. Gibson to 28. They're not going to kneel it. Barkley in the backfield. I guess they want to add more salt to the wound, so to speak. Hand off to Barkley, and he's not going anywhere. And that will do it for the first half. We go into halftime. Philadelphia 21, Dallas 7. Jalen Hurts, 13 of 19 for 164 yards and a touchdown pass. Dak Prescott, 13 of 17 for 157 yards and a touchdown. But he's also been picked off. Jalen Hurts, 3 carries for 12 yards and 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams, 9 carries for 43 yards to lead Dallas. Other stats. Saquon Barkley, 6 carries for 12 yards. Tank Bigsby, 1 for 8. Kevontae Turpin, 2 for 4, and a fumble, and a lost fumble. Dak Prescott, 1 for 2 on the ground. Malik Davis, 1 for 2 on the ground. Jake Ferguson, 1 for 1. A.J. Brown leads all receivers with 5 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Smith, 3 catches for 58 yards. Barkley, 3 for 32. Darius Cooper and Xavier Gibson, each with 1 for 4 and 3, respectively. Kevontae Turpin leads the Cowboys with 1 catch for 48 yards. George Pickens, 5 for 47 and a touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 3 for 34. CeeDee Lamb, 3 for 27. Javonte Williams, 1 for 3. Zach Baum with the fumble recovery against Zach Baum with leads the Eagles with 8 tackles. Reed Blankenship with a pick. Kalen Carson, 3 tackles to lead the Cowboys. Yeah, New England just barely hung on against Cincinnati. The Ravens come on strong. Derrick Henry having one of his better games this year with 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams pulling it out. Allen now makes a mathematical tie between the Ravens and Steelers in the division. Winning this game would be my fantasy Super Bowl. Thanksgiving Day from Detroit. The Lions and Packers go at halftime show starring Jack White. Thanksgiving Day coverage begins at 11. Oh, hi, Pat. Max, I heard your complaint, and I will understand why. Because you get distracted real easily. Fair. But having said that, okay. Now, as for the stat card with these two teams, let's run that down. Each team got 12 first downs, 9-8 in the air in favor of Dallas, 3-2 in the ground in favor of Philadelphia. Each team got 1 penalty first down. 4-6 on third down for Philadelphia, 3 out of 5 for Dallas, and 1 failed fourth down. 31-29 on plays in favor of Dallas, and 211-196 in favor of Dallas between the 5 drives. Each team had an average of 7 yards a play. Passing efficiency, sans the pick, goes in favor of Dallas, 9.4 to 8.6. 32 to 52 in favor of Dallas on the ground. 3.7 to 3.2 on yards a carry. But red zone efficiency, penalties, and turnovers have been the X factor that kept the game I mean, that have allowed that Philadelphia has capitalized on. An interception in the red zone and a fumble outside their own 30. I mean, inside their own 35-yard line. Can I ask again how the Cowboys are the second-place team in the NFC East? I mean, I can understand why the Commanders have fallen off. The injury to the injuries they've suffered. Deebo Samuel, Austin Eckler, torn Achilles, done for the year. Deebo Samuel, on and off the field constantly due to injury. Jane Daniels, dislocated elbow, but he's still going to be out for the rest of the year. I think. You're not the only one, Jets mess. Seriously, Geno is getting run into the ground by the Browns defense. But then again, Cleveland is notorious for being a sack monster this season. I figured Vikingo was going to turn Rudo at some point, go full blown Rudo at some point. Must be for the December 20th taping in Guadalupe. From what I gathered, from what I just heard, from what I just caught, the Lucha Brothers have challenged Dirty Dom and El Grande Americano to a match in Guadalajara on December the 20th in Guadalajara, and they've accepted. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it, considering that when it was Gable under the mask of El Grande Americano, the Lucha Brothers were the first victims to that steel plate, to the loading of the steel plate in the mask. You would think that after what happened and El Grande losing the NXT Men's Speed title to Jasper Troy after he got caught with a chunk of metal, and losing in the match the week prior, when he got kicked in the head with the boot, with Dragon Lee's boot, with the plate still in the mask. Minutes.
Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Tucson or get up to $3,000. See your hometown Hyundai dealer.
I have a pizza in the oven. I'm warming up. I'm warming up a ready to go pizza in the oven. What? To quote Ron Weasley, I can't help it if I'm hungry. I can't help it if I'm hungry. Can't help it if I'm hungry. I legitimately can't. I wonder how bad I'm losing the league. Leaf in the other league. Eagles to get the ball to start half number 2. 41 to 41.4. How am I not fucking surprised by that? Pretty shitty scores across the board except for Ferguson and Kelsey. Kick is away. 32-yard line. First and 10 from the 32. Empty set. 3 wide outs to the left. Gonna go to Calaterra, pickup of 9. or however you pronounce that surname. Second and 2. Barkley in the backfield along with Goddard. They hand it to Barkley. No, it's a dump fake. Goddard's got it. He's over the 50, 45, 40, and pushed out to 37. Uh-oh. This could be coming back. Flag. And I suspect a whole... No, it's not. It's illegal formation on the Eagles. Second down. Prior the guilty party. So take that catch away from Goddard. Question is, did Philadelphia go back to that play again? Calcaterra, who got the 8-yard catch. Anyway, second and 7, Barkley in the backfield. Took away a 20-yard catch for Goddard. Pressure, this one was going to Smith. But Odighi Azudu with the pressure, incomplete. 3rd and 7 from the 45 from the 35 for Philadelphia. Barkley couldn't stop him. "21 dropbacks, 7 pressures, no sacks." 3rd and 7 from the 35 for Philadelphia. Hurts drops back. Smith slips, and even then that throw was underthrown. That pass was underthrown to him. And the Eagles start the half on with a 3 and out. Kick is away. Turbin at the 7. Chased out. And he'll be lucky to even get back to the 8 for a gain of 1 on that one. 58-yard punt by Mann, 1-yard return. No, it's not.
Yugi Moto versus Ash Ketchum is not close. Death Battle is going to be doing this matchup sometime, but honestly, even in this day and age, I'm not sure why they waited till now. Pure stats, both can be argued from planetary all the way to fucking universal, depending on your argument. As well, both of their high ends of speed can also reach like immeasurable levels of speed and power beyond time and whatever. Because funnily enough, stats don't even matter since both can just technically come back to life. And both have a lot of beings that can fight them, like Pokemon and monsters. However, this again doesn't matter since Yugi's hacks is so busted, he could straight up win by sending Ash to the Shadow Realm, Mind Crush you, just with his soul, or even straight up send it into a pseudo different dimension, forcing the player rigged shadow game and kill him.
1st and 10 from the 13, from the 8. Play action rollout. Pass by Pickens to Pickens. He gets 9.
And regardless of what happens in the game, and he can do that whenever the fight's so easy stuff. Yugi.
Hand off to Williams. He trips up, and he's going to get brought down. Loss of 5. Well, they lost 4 on that. Prescott, down he goes. Loss of 6. And the Eagles get a 3 and out. Gibson makes a fair catch, but this will be an auto first down as Unger got hit. But where did he get hit? Question is, Judah get anything? Knowing that puck hog Ethan, more likely not. Crawl, Brandon Lofton, Ethan Tierman, Landon Crawl. Did he get an assist at least? Gibson will get it at the 26, over the 25, 30, over the 30, 35, 40, and he stopped at the 41 at best. More flag. I'm going to say this about my nephew's team's chances in the coming week. Next week. The Carolina Rage are not a team to take lightly. Oh. Sorry, dog. Didn't know you were in there.
Just keep me waiting back there like a redheaded
Sorry about that.
stepchild. Jeez.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, man. How you doing, brother?
Well, it looks like I might finally get my Super Bowl win, quote unquote.
We've been rooting for you. We've been doing everything in our powers.
The only problem
seances.
is I'm not getting. Sure, John didn't get anything out of Luke Musgrave. I'm not getting anything out of Dallas Goddard either. I mean, did I make the smart move by putting in Hunt over Monagai? Yes. Should I have swapped Montgomery out for Monagai? Yes.
Well, I told you, when I told you to pick up Monagai, I told you it was a 1 week thing. That's it. I said it was for that 1 week, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but with Dobbins out, I had to keep him. I mean, but with Dobbins out, I had to keep him.
But you don't have to. You don't have to start him. I mean, there was other people to play. So
I know, but I'm just saying that once he went down, and once JK went down, I didn't have an option. And it was only now when
there were other options. They weren't superstars, but
I mean,
opportunity is key.
At the very least, I picked a chipper with Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, you did good today. Well, we are all waiting to celebrate, hoping you hold on to this this lead.
Ibuka against the Rams team, not really going to be good for Ibuka. Hand off to Barkley, goes to the outside, and he's going to get 2. I mean, and aside from not playing Ferguson last week, what really screwed me over was A.J. Brown acting like a little bitch.
You got a touchdown today, right?
I got something out of Devonta. 3 catches, 57 yards. It's Goddard I'm not getting anything out of.
Well,
and
I told you
Drake
that.
May. And of course, Drake May ignoring Stephon Diggs again.
Yeah, but I told you about him, though.
I know. Off the hands of Brown, incomplete. 3rd down.
Goddard will give you 4 points a game, or you'll bench him, and he'll give you 30 points when you bench him. You got to look at Goddard as probably the number 3.5 to 4 option on that offense, right? You got AJ Brown ahead of him, Barkley's ahead of him, Devontae Smith is ahead of him. Goddard's a security blanket at best. Some days he gets crazy targets. Some days he doesn't.
And a 31.
But yeah, I've been sick for like the last 4 or 5 days, or I don't know how many.
Looks over the middle. He's got Smith. 1st down at the 43. Pick up a 12.
I'm on so many medications right now.
Hey, at least you got 60 out of Gibbs, but that's because, once again, Shane Bowen's a shithead who doesn't understand soft zone pressure. Soft zone in the 4th quarter does not hold leads.
I'm not dying.
I didn't have the Giant defense. I went with Pittsburgh today, and that actually was a good investment.
Yes, that was pretty good.
I mean, when I saw that Indianapolis doesn't give up that many points to defenses, and granted, Chicago wasn't all that much better of an option to go up against, I went with the lesser of 2 evils, and that was the Pittsburgh D. Know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a week-to-week thing. Like, if you can't bank on – one thing I always try to teach people, not that I'm like this great guru, but I'm generally successful in leagues.
It's incomplete. Smith in the general area, but with how badly Hurts got chased out of the pocket, there was no way he was going to get that one. And I got to admit, the best game I've called all year was last week, Denver against Kansas City.
Okay.
Would you agree to that?
That was your best call?
Game call, yes.
How do you choose? That's
I
like
would
that's like trying to pick your favorite child.
National game of the game that gets the majority coverage in the 425 slot. Next week it's Pittsburgh against Buffalo. I think the week after that it's Carolina against New Orleans, but that's regional purposes anyway.
What's up, Nick Teodoro in the chat? What's up, Nicky?
Oh wait, Carolina's off.
Dog.
Oh wait, Carolina and the Giants are off that week. What would week 14?
Run in with a steel chair.
Hang on. Let me look at some. And that's my oven going off saying and it's heated enough to where I can stick the pizza in. Hang on a sec. Come on. Okay, scores. Week 14.
Nick, you have to let him lead.
Oh, it would be Chicago against Green Bay. That'll be good. Man to punt. Another their back drive for the Eagles. Turpin calling fair catch. It's going to bounce and take an Eagle hop and be down at the 4.
Nick, I didn't stream or do a jet stream today. I was like, weak, being sick. It's just like, but I probably could have gotten through it. I just felt like I probably looked like a disaster and wasn't fully like raring to go to sit here for hours and watch another travesty of a jet game. But we're gluttons for punishment, so we'll be here next week for it too. I can't put the chats up on the screen, but I can read them as they go along. Mets doesn't do much with the chat. What's up, John Grigger? Iman Perry. Hot Wheels Nick T. El Capitan Rafucho. What's up, brother? I remember you coming into my channel. JETS mess. What's up? I like that name. The one day Nick T is available to hang out with me for the Jets game, I'm sick. Dude, I'm on a Z-Pack.
Okay, I'm back.
I got more here. I got all types of Theraflu.
Damn.
Cough drops. I'm on a Z-Pack. Boy, man, if you're ever sick, though, you guys need to invest in a Z-Pack. They're easily available at a pharmacy. Boy, they will knock out.
I am a little shocked with the most recent trade that occurred in the baseball world.
What's that?
Nimmo going to Texas for Simeon.
Did that happen?
Yes, they're finalizing it now.
Wow, that's a bad deal for the Mets.
Tell me about it. I'm to myself, what the hell is Stearns doing? More fucking cost cuts? Which wouldn't surprise me.
That's a bad deal because Marcus Simeon
time, and at best you'd use him as a utility backup for Lindor.
He had 1 or 2 good years of home run production from an infielder, and he's been absolute dog shit in Texas since. So since he got paid, he's been dog shit. And you're giving up a decent player in Nimmo. I kind of like Nimmo.
You did the same thing with DeGrom after the 22. We did the same thing with DeGrom after 22, but in his case, the injuries were justified for a reason to get rid of him.
Well, he's always hurt. When DeGrom's one of those guys, when he's healthy, he's one of the best.
Hand off to Williams, he gets 8 or 7, actually.
I like Nimmo, though. Fast kid, got some pop, good attitude, plays hard. I like kids like Nimmo.
Ship him out. Bullshit.
Maybe the Mets don't want to pay him in the upcoming years and would rather just be able to get Simeon off the books. And I don't know how many years Simeon has left.
And eat the money they owe Nimmo for the next 4.
How much do they owe him all?
For the next 4 years, I don't know. It was an 8-year contract.
Oh.
Prescott over the middle, caught by Pickens to the 33. 23-yard pickup.
I'm gonna have to. Hey, Mitch, do you want to do one of those threatening things to Saquon Barkley? He really needs to start picking it up for me.
Hey, Barkley, you let your MVP candidacy go your head last year? My buddy Murdoch needs you to step it up. Because if you don't, he'll fly to the game you have next week, and he's going to kick you square in the nuts.
Thank you.
And he'll with a steel-toed boot.
Yeah.
Short pass caught by Turpin. No, that's Williams. First down. Oh.
Wow. This is getting good.
Concussed. Whoever number 8 is for the Eagles, he looks concussed.
Mets, I don't want to jinx you, buddy, but wow.
What?
Mets, I feel like you got this win in the bag.
And we got another Eagle down. It's Moro Ojomo. Do you think John threw this for me out of pity?
Fuck no. No way. He's in the play. He's looking for playoff seeding. No one's throwing games. That would piss me off anyway, because no collusion in the league. I'm not going to have that. So, if they're throwing games, like, I'd probably do something about it.
But you look at the stats between his players and mine, just from the top 3 alone. He had the advantage in quarterback and RB1, but barely in both cases. 17.66 for Darnold, 16.84 for DJ. I was not going to risk having Bryce Young out there on my team for Monday.
Okay,
Hand off to Williams. Nice cut. He's over the middle. 45-30. Down to 34. Oh, wait, that's not Williams. That's Kirby. That's Davis for the Cowboys. Anyway, where I had advantage was RB2 with Montgomery, which wasn't saying much when you consider Swift fumbled the ball and he didn't really do much. Prescott going deep. He was looking for Schoonmaker, but he overthrew him. Jefferson, 8.8 to Diggs' 4.4. 10.9 for Smith to Dobbs' 4.3. Robinson, 32.6 to Abuka, not playing yet. Goddard, nothing to 1.7 for Musgrave. And 18.20 for Gainwell to 6.5 for Fergie at the moment. Right. Also about shining was 16-4 in the place kicking. And off to Williams. He's going to go to the outside. Or Davis again, and he'll get 1.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Ratcliffe thinks he has a better team than he actually does.
Fair enough. Dak drops back. It's picked! But we got flagged. This could be coming back. And it is 12 men on the field. The interception does not count.
So it's not at halftime anymore. So you could adjust your scoreboard there.
Oh, right. Sorry. I knew I forgot something.
It's okay. I just wanted to do that because you do it to me all the time. Murdoch changed the score. Okay. see. Now, looking at this, like when you're talking about the fantasy week, you can't just the projections are always wrong by a wide margin for the most part. And like what I was trying to say like 15 minutes ago.
I get it. Dak over the middle, drop by Lamb, 4th down.
Okay, never mind.
And again, you're the one with CD on his team, not me.
Radcliffe has CD.
Had
Right?
him. No, I thought you had him.
I don't have CD.
No, he has Dobbs, Ibuka, Jefferson, Harrison is out with a concussion.
Infrared has CD Lamb.
Audrey from 52. I mean, this is usually a money shot for him.
Aubrey,
whatever. Brain Aubrey is. Oh, he shanked it!
I am Nick.
He shanked it wide right. Or left. Excuse me, left. I thought it was right.
That's so accurate, Nick. Why are you so mean to your guests?
What do you mean?
You told me to know my role and shut my mouth, basically.
That was Nick who said that, not me.
No, yeah, but he was saying it based on what you said to me, so might be a meanie.
Sorry.
That's okay though. We control your punishment for finishing in last place. So all chickens come home to roost.
Unless by some hook or crook I win the turn, make it to the finals via the losers bracket.
No, that doesn't matter. You could win. You could win the losers bracket. You still get the punishment.
What if I beat whoever wins the winners bracket?
I don't. What do you mean? If you beat, you have clinched last place. It's over. You clinched it. DJ has 4 wins. You have 0.
Well, he's about to hit number 5 soon. And what is the secret that he figured out that I can't?
He started listening to me more.
I thought you said no collusion. That sounds like fucking collusion.
I've helped him. I've helped you. I've helped him. Look, if somebody asks me for my opinion, I give it to him. Unless you're playing me that week, then I probably really don't want to tell you how to beat me or give you a better chance. But look, I'm wrong sometimes. I'm not always right. I bench people that have great games. Like we all make mistakes, but you try to make the least amount of mistakes. You got to draft well. That's where it starts. And then you got to be active on the waiver wire and pick the right people at the right time. And you make trades to help your team. You got to do all that type of stuff. Nick says, rigged. Mets will win out. Fuck your rules, Murtaugh. You can't. We have been trying so hard to get Mets to win, like picking up the right players, stuff like that. But it looks like he's going to win this week because finally.
Radcliffe's only got 1 player left after this game.
Yeah, you're up 30. You're up 33.18 points.
Barkley
You're up 33.
1st and 10 from the 41. And he's not going anywhere on this one.
All he has is you still got Smith and Goddard playing and Ferguson. You still got 3 guys playing right now.
For the next
and you have a 32-point lead. And he's got 1 left of 10 minutes left of the Browns defense and Egbuka. So unless there's a defensive touchdown by the Browns and Egbuka goes off against the Rams.
It's the effing Raiders.
But watch, with your luck, Ibuka is going to have a 200-yard, 3-touchdown night with 12 catches. And the Browns are going to return a pick six or a scoop and a score. And the rest of your 3 players in this Eagle-Cowboy game are going to, like, not get anything. Goddard has 0 points as we speak.
I've only gotten about 17 collectively from Ferguson and Smith.
Right. Well, all right. So you want a piece of advice? Here's one of the problems you have. You have 2 Philadelphia Eagles in the same lineup, and they're the third and fourth options in their offense. That's a problem.
I mean, at this point,
it's not like A.J. Brown is one of them or Barkley's one of them. You got number 3 and number 4 in their pecking order starting on your team. That's not conducive.
Kurt's going to take off, and 3.
You got a backup or a number 2 running back starting. He's a number 2 running back on his own team when you could have started a starting running back. Like, it's little mistakes like that have probably cost you at least 3 wins this year. Is it true that you had Michael Penix starting in your lineup this week? That's what Nick T says.
No, I swapped him out for Bryce Young in the other line, if you mean in the other league. So, I was originally going to have Dart, but when he was ruled out, I had to switch to Jones.
Well, I was trying to tell you before you rudely told me to shut my mouth and know my role, or know my role and shut my mouth. You can't go on name recognition in fantasy. You can't go based on what they did last year. Can't put too much stock in what they did last week. You got to go week to week, matchup based, game script.
Don't trust the damn automator.
No, it's like a baseline guide. It's never accurate. So don't rely on your gut. What you know, you rely on that. If you think a guy's going to have a good game, like put it this way: if I have a guy that his team is going to get their ass kicked, I know it. They're going to be down 21 points. I'm going to play who's going to catch the ball because they're going to have to play catch up and throw the ball more. I'm not going to play their running back in that game. You know what I mean?
Fine. Okay. The Lamb just got gacked when he tried to catch up.
No more help.
I get what you're saying.
Nick wants to call in to talk to you. Did you start Justin Tucker at kicker today?
No, I always have Butker at kicker.
Okay.
Pass interference on 27. Spot foul. Auto first down. Yeah, he grabbed Turpin by the throat. Granted, even if he didn't do that, Turpin wasn't catching that ball. Nick?
What's up? Why'd you start Michael Penix this week?
I didn't. I started Jones.
Let's take the comment off the screen.
Oh.
All I see is Nick's shiny head.
I'm like a ninja. So much fun. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Just came in to say hi to little brother Mets.
Looks like another Eagles down. Oh shit, it's Blankenship.
He insulted multiple times.
I know, I love it. It's great. The back and forth between you two. It's like listening to Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler if Jim Ross was just talking.
Mets is here cutting promos on me. All right,
I know, it's great.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
Blankenship got decked. I don't know what happened. Let's see what happened.
Mets, are you getting ready for WrestleCade this weekend?
I'm not going. My sister can't lodge me.
Ah, that stinks. We had a couple people called into our show this on Friday that are going.
Oh, well, sadly, my sister moved out of her apartment in Reedsville, moved to a Greensboro 3-acre ranch house, and she doesn't have, and that costs a good bit of money. So she and her girlfriend can't lodge me this week.
That stinks.
Even then, I wouldn't have. I mean, because of the fact that I would have been at a wrestling convention, I wouldn't have much focus on fantasy that week anyway. Not that it matters at this point, but you get the picture, right, Murdog?
It doesn't take that long to do stuff. So.
No, I'm
Mets
saying that in general. I'm in a venue where debatable at best if the Wi-Fi will work, and I'm more focused on the wrestling than I would be on football.
That's okay. You just set your lineup and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Shoemaker in, fakes a handoff, Dak drops back, going over the middle, tip,
It's better that way.
and almost picked.
It's so much better that way. I don't like watching the games for fan. Oh, it's
fine.
awful.
Yeah, I don't do crazy amount of research. You know,
like this game today. Like actually, prime example. Like this game, right? AJ Brown's second touchdown that got called back. That pissed me off so much. I was like, that's exactly the reason why I would do something like that for fantasy. Like I'll watch the Jets and watch them get killed most of the games, but like. Yeah, like everything else, it's like, oh man, because you see it.
I caught the last 6 minutes of the Giants game, and I was ready to fucking strangle Shane Bowen for his incompetence. Going deep for Lamb. He caught it.
The Giants end up losing.
It's not going to matter. First down, Dallas. What a catch by Lamb.
Did the Giants win?
No, they lost in overtime. 34-27 because Shane Bowen is too much of a pussy to go to pressure setup instead of zone setup in the final quarter. He always goes zone and takes his foot off the throat.
That's like
5 games in the fourth quarter where the Giants had the lead, and that son of a bitch goes soft zone like the pussy that he is.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
If he goes man pressure in any of those games, the
you guys
Giants
need
7-5 and in the playoff hunt. Not 2-10 and out of it because that pussy, that little bastard's too much of a coward to pivot from his stubborn ass Brian Gable defensive setup.
So I take it you didn't like the defensive setup?
No. Bowen's
Tell us how you really feel.
He deserves to be pink slipped, and I'd be more than willing to take that dumbass horse out behind the barn and pull the trigger.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a little rough. Where would the Giants be if they had what's his name? Oh my god, the guy was the last defensive coordinator from Baltimore. Like he had a weird
Martindale?
funny. Yeah, Wink, that guy.
Hold on. Dak fires over the middle, incomplete. Late third down. And we got more flag. So we'll put it down to 2.
That guy's name, he just sounded like a game show.
I know, but he was awesome too. He was really good. The Giants defense was good that year. Or year and a half.
Problem was there was a problem between him and the head coach of like.
Yeah, Gable's an egomaniac.
He thought he was trying to usurp some power from the DC spot, and he just didn't want him around, being like a wedge dividing the team.
And that led to more toxicity. And then finally, Gable got fired after the loss to Chicago, where Dart got concussed.
Who took over for the Giants?
Kafka, the O coordinator.
Oh, Kafka's? Okay, he took over.
I hope Kafka does well because, to be honest,
Well,
I don't want to.
Okay, the problem is you have a dumbass for a D coordinator. Touchdown Clowney. Touchdown span forward.
Touchdown Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I always like Jackson Dart and all. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
I mean, hell. You know who I'd want for a D coordinator for the Giants? You either get me after this year, either you get me Tony Pierce or Brian Cox.
Well, see, I don't want. My only thing is like selfishly, like Murdoch. I think you might relate to this because I could totally see the Giants doing this. and it would work out for them. They're gonna hire like Gruden or like McCarthy, Mike McCarthy, John Gruden, like one of these guys that's got experience, and it'll be super successful there. And
We're hiring Gruden in a heartbeat.
yeah, like one of the guys that all of us Jet fans have been wanting for like the last like decade, and can't, and every chance we've had to get them, we've for some reason not done that. The Giants will do that this year.
If they get rid of Kopka when the season's over, get me Chris Shula.
Where's he?
Los Angeles. He's their D coordinator.
Which one?
Rams.
Really?
Related to Mike Shula?
No, Chris Shula.
Yeah, is he related to Mike?
I think he's his brother.
Brother? You mean his son or grandson?
Let me see.
Don?
Mike Shula is probably like 85, 90 years old, or isn't he? Is he still alive?
What about Don?
Don Shula's dead. Don's dead.
That's what I'm thinking of. Don Shula.
Yeah, Don was the winningest coach, I think, of all time.
Oh yeah, you said Mike Shula?
No, Chris.
No, I said Chris Shula.
Is it from the Don Shula family? Are we talking about SHULA?
Yes,
or
it's his grandson. And Chris is his grandson.
Okay. So I was right. Okay.
5, 26, 27,
So I
28,
take it his
33
father
yards.
is Mike Shula?
No, his father is Dave Shula.
Was Dave also a
Don,
coach?
Yeah, I
Dave
think
was-
Dave was.
Is he a Bengals coach?
Yeah, I think so.
Dave Shula?
Or was
Bengals?
they're all
He
related to
served
Don,
as
right?
He was the head coach of the Bengals from 92 to 96 when they were peak Bungles.
Yeah, but they're all related to Don somehow.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I didn't
same
know
thing-
if it was spelled like Don Schuler or Heath Schuler. Two different spellings.
Shula,
No,
SHULA.
Shula, yeah.
That's why I was trying to ask, is it which
Jack
one?
out of the gun, drops back, finds Barkley in the slant, first down. Or
Yeah, no,
not.
but those coaching trees, like Shanahan, like even like the LaFleur brothers, right? Like even like we screwed up with Matt. Like Mike's pretty good. A lot of those coaches, what's his name? Norv Turner. Like his son's on the Jets, Scott Turner. A lot of those coaching
John
trees that have like the
Heinberg.
lineage.
I mean, the lineage.
Did I
is
also
really hit
see-
or miss. Uh-oh, Carson's down for the Cowboys.
Which did I see that on Baltimore? Because this would be a Baltimore move today. One of their defensive linemen was his last name's Jenkins. Is that Chris Jenkins' son? Because I know his son came out this year.
Yeah, it's a Chris Jenkins Jr.
So that did he get drafted by Baltimore?
Probably.
Maybe.
Because I wanted the Jets to draft him coming out, but I didn't know where he got drafted.
I wonder where the 2028 draft is going to be.
I don't know if he went to Michigan or Clemson or something. Chris Jenkins Jr.
Not announced.
Maybe.
Bids by Buffalo and Cincinnati. Run the 42. Handoff to fake of the handoff. Hurts is going to take off. He'll get he'll get 2 yards.
Depth chart. Here we go. Let's see.
Okay, we know.
Well, like that,
next year
I always
draft-
love that stuff though. Like the
draft's gonna be in
legacy guys.
Pittsburgh. Draft will be in Pittsburgh next year. Year that in Washington.
No, that's not his son. It's John Jenkins. It's a different one.
So no relation.
No, but Chris Jenkins Jr. is in the NFL. I wonder where he went. Because also this year, I wanted the Jets to draft R.J. Mickens, Ray Mickens' son. He's a safety at Clemson, yeah, and they didn't do that.
He was on my draft board that we put up for the draft show. I
He's
had him
Cincinnati.
like fifth round.
Caught by God.
Murdoch, I got to
Got the
give you.
first down.
I got to give
Finally
Murdoch a
makes
bunch
it
of props.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Your
Chris
boy,
Jenkins-
because I remember before the draft, Murdoch was all about Harold Fanning, and
All
he's
about
having a great year. That guy's having a great year in Cleveland.
I
I picked him
you
up in
could-
fantasy.
Jenkins is
Yeah.
playing with the Bengals. Chris
Yeah.
Jenkins he's with Cincinnati.
Yeah, so I
There's
guess he
something
must.
can't ignore, and it was like the Josh Allen knock was the knock on Fannin, and I disproved it.
What was that
Yeah.
knock? Oh,
He played at Bowling Green. He didn't play nobody, and then I
Oh.
brought up numbers and
Hey,
video.
here.
I brought up the video and the numbers from what's up, Shorty Mac,
what's up, Sean?
from his games against two top
At least Mac-
defenses in college football in Texas A&M and Penn State. And he was the only guy to watch out for on Bowling Green, and he still demoed both teams. And I'm showing videos of him dragging 3 Penn State defenders after the catch. And then everyone's, well, we want Warren or Taylor. Yeah, I would love Tyler Warren, but I don't want to waste the 7th pick on Tyler Warren. Trade down the 14 and then take him. Okay. At least we get like a next year's first rounder type deal and a second, you know what I mean? Like compensation, and still get Tyler Warren. Or take Fannin in round 2.
Yeah.
Nick, you're going to have to like prop your seat up because this is a trip, man. These are trips.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody take so many shit breaks in one stream.
But yeah, no, actually, Jenkins is having a good year for Cincinnati. He's got he's got a sack and a half. Like, I wonder how long he's been a starter for.
Well, side
I don't
note,
know.
In that same tight end show I was doing, there was another tight end. I said 7th round pick, undrafted free agent. He's worth taking a shot in the 7th round. You know who that was?
Fedoni?
Tight ends.
Well, not in the
Tight
7th
end.
round now.
Deronde Gadsden Jr.
Where'd
Is
he
it
Well,
go?
yeah, legacy, right? Is he Gadsden's son? Yeah.
Yep. His father was a Dolphins wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's 6'5" and could run like a deer. And he's a mismatch, and you can get him in the 7th round or undrafted. And I was like, why not take someone like him? And now he's starting.
Whatever happened to he got drafted by the Chargers too. Jerry Rice's son, Brandon Rice. Is he not doing anything?
No, he was like a late round or a UDFA. He just wasn't good enough.
Which honestly doesn't surprise me.
Well, Jerry didn't have like crazy speed either, or any
Well,
like measurables that were great.
True.
No, he just ran great routes, and the ball was always thrown to him in stride. Right, he was able to just keep running at top speed. Not that he was slow, but he wasn't a burner, so he relied on technique.
Yeah.
To just be like on guard, like a Puka Nakua isn't a burner. Cooper Kupp isn't a burner.
Balls on the 43.
Antonio Brown wasn't a burner.
Takes
Well,
the handoff, dumps to
Edelman, Welker.
Goddard.
Wow, it's 21-14 now. I should
Wayne
probably
Corbett.
turn on this game.
So many receivers that aren't
Are
the
you kidding
fastest,
me?
but
Flag! Stupid holding calls. OPI on Devonta? Are you kidding me?
Did you guys see today that Clete Blakeman, like they said this a number of times that he was a quarterback at like Oklahoma or something,
Hell
or
no.
whatever he was at some random college?
Nebraska or something?
Yeah, like that dude's in ridiculous shape.
Say, guys, quick question. 6th of December. You guys want to join me on the call for the Army-Navy game?
Army 6th of December. I feel like what day is that? Is that Saturday?
Saturday.
2 weeks from yesterday.
I feel like I have something I'm supposed to be at that day.
Oh.
Watching paint dry.
I mean, what's wrong with asking to join probably the most one of the most patriotic collegiate ball game calls?
Well,
Mets, let me just remind me like the day before or the day of. That's much easier.
that's my grandmother's going to die on the 1st of December. So the funeral will be
Was
on the
dying?
6th. What?
Did you say was dying?
I'm just kidding, Max. I don't want,
That's so
it was a joke, man.
it was a joke, and then when you say it so slowly and it lands so slowly, it gets so much worse.
Yeah. It's just like, all right, let's just throw that one in the recycling.
It's like, I'm
Hey,
just gonna
Brown
stop.
jumped the gun. 1st and 25. Ball pushed back to the 42 of the Eagles.
I have
Hurts,
jokes like that with Nikki all the time where like that
incomplete.
could be a
Dallas
that
looking
could be
for
a goal.
intentional grounding, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it.
Joe McIntyre in the chat. Bro, how could you pass on Taylor? I remember when I did the draft grade and we took Mason Taylor, like I slid down in my chair and off of it, off camera. I was so heartbroken that we didn't take Fannin or a multitude of other players I had there.
McIntyre, thoughts on the recent Nimmo trade for Simeon? I don't like it.
I'm trying to see about like
Not back.
I remember like offhand who was
Brown.
available in the second round. Go Brown! I need points.
He gets about 9 on that catch. Oh, wait, 42.
Hold on. Now you're gonna
11.
anger me, Murdog. I want to know who's available in the draft.
13.
We're available in the draft. What do you mean?
No. Like I'm trying to think back, like because you're like like other players that were available at the time. No, 2025 draft results.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 45 in Cowboy territory. Eagles have led a 21-point lead. Basically start to slip through their fingers. Hurts drops back over the middle to Goddard. And what do you get? 6 or 7? And nobody do that dumb meme.
6, 7. Mets, why do you keep hiding Nick's face? That's so rude.
He doesn't want me to be seen.
Stupid meme.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
Stupid.
They gave him 7.
There he
This is from 56 for Jake Elliott. This is within his wheelhouse. Did anyone in the team in the group draft Jake for their fantasy squads? And this is no good. Wide right.
All right, let's see. So after Mason Taylor, yeah, I know exactly who I wanted the Jets to draft. Will Johnson, the corner from Michigan.
Was
Because
he
I thought,
yeah,
he went to Arizona in the mid-second round, and he was supposed to be like one of the top 2 corners in the draft.
he was the top corner in the draft before the injury.
Yeah, and I was just like, why wouldn't you take that? I mean, and then we took Thomas the round, but I don't know.
Thomas I had going late first to mid-second, and I was like, I wanted Thomas. Thomas was in my group of selectable players in round 2.
But do you think he's better than the kid from Michigan, Campbell or whatever his name is?
No, Will
Johnson, not Campbell. Yeah.
No, I would have preferred Will Johnson, but I was happy with Thomas in the third.
Sacks by the Browns tonight.
Value. How many sacks?
9.
Yeah.
I only got 1 at Pittsburgh ski, and that led to a touchdown.
Mets, what are you going to do if you win?
I don't know.
You haven't won since 2013. So
23.
No, it's 2013. You haven't won a week in fantasy football. You must sell
like a game?
Yeah, in like 12 seasons. He hasn't won a single week.
A single game?
Right. He's been like 0-13.
Game. I was playing on
That's
Sleeper.
like
I was playing on Sleeper in 23 and did horribly. I only won like 2 or 3 games that year.
No, but you won. So you did win a game, but I'd be impressed if you actually. It'd be almost equally impressive if you can't win a game over the course of like 2 years.
I mean, in terms of winning the week, McAteer's got this one in the bag.
McAteer is a sad story because he actually has a very good team. And somehow
he gets bad luck.
Somehow he's 4-7 with a pretty good team. It's like I thought he was a playoff guy. After the draft, I said, I thought the playoffs after the draft would be me, Clancy, Infrared, and McAteer.
But now it looks like it's going to be you, Infrared, Clancy, and John and Ratcliffe.
Yeah, just flip flop Mac and Clancy, Mac and Ratcliffe. But so I was right on 3 of the 4. But
How many
Mac-
teams are in the league?
8.
The beauty about 8-team leagues is no matter
You know,
where
our
you
fantasy
draft
league
from,
only goes 13.
no matter where you draft from, everybody should have a really solid team.
Yeah.
So it's like they're like, oh fuck, I'm picking 7th or 6th.
Sure.
I picked 5th.
From the 44.
Yeah. And you also have like the top, 2 of the top 15 picks anyway, or the top 12 picks if you're snaking it.
Yeah,
Going
it's
to
always a snake.
Pickens. He got it.
Oh my God, he is unbelievable. This guy.
Mhm.
Imagine where Pittsburgh would be if they actually kept Pickens.
If it wasn't for Pickens' bad attitude, they would have kept him.
Yeah, I traded Pickens as part of like a 2 for 2 or something type deal, and people in the league were mad. They're like, "Oh, you robbed him." I was like, "I added George Pickens in the deal." Oh, blah, blah, blah. I was like, "George Pickens
First
is
and
great."
10,
You don't know
first
what
and
I'm talking
11. Williams in the backfield. Williams will get to the 10, tries to break free, and he only gets 2 or 3 yards.
The question is, where is he next year? Is he still in Dallas?
Sure,
I'd
I'd
say
say
if you-
so.
Jerry Jones would be a buffoon to not sign him.
But
for
then,
another-
you're in the same situation that potentially that Cincinnati's in, because you're going to pay Dak, CD Lamb, and then now you're going to pay him 15 to 20 million, maybe. Like,
I
what's he
told you I
getting?
had bad luck. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have no luck at all. At least yours isn't Wile E. Coyote level like mine is, McAteer. Drop back. Dak looks.
Yeah, but
Turn run. Gets a block.
He's getting in.
Touchdown. Dak.
Wow.
Prescott.
This is a good game.
McAteer is on his way to 5 and 7, but he's really fucking up things for Clancy because, and the league actually, because it's a crazy thing that's happening. I'm 10 and 1. The other 3 playoff teams are all 7 and 4. So
Yeah,
it's about
even sick, you find a way to win, Murdog.
What's that?
Even sick, you find a way to win.
I do.
You build a good enough team.
I've lost in the championship games multiple times. I've lost in the playoffs before the championship. My curse in fantasy football is I draft well, I work the waiver wire well, but I always suffer debilitating injuries to my stars. And it happened this year. I lost 2 guys for the year in week 4.
Who?
Neighbors and Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I can't catch a break. What's that?
That's about it in terms of the injuries you've had.
No, I've had other people hurt.
It's PPR though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's significant. You lose 2 big players, like wide receivers or like running backs.
Drake London, inactive, probably gonna be out for the rest of the year.
Ayuk never suited up. Jamar Chase, but he lost Burrow for the majority of the year. Now he's spitting on fools getting suspended.
And Darren Waller's retired again.
Debo's Debo. I always suffered through a lot of injuries. Even like in years that I had McCaffrey, he would get hurt and play like 3 games. And then the years I didn't take him or make a move for him, he goes off. So, but whatever. It doesn't matter about the regular season.
Is it now out? Is now down?
Ferguson?
Kamara's
out. Is he out? Yeah, he's out. Is he out for the year?
No.
I feel like he's going to get released this offseason and end up like signing with Kansas City.
Knee injury.
Be a good spot there. Kamara has not been in my starting lineup once this year because I took him as a depth piece, just in case.
And he's done
because he has talent. He has talent, and I figured he'd be the focal point of the offense because Olave is always hit or miss with concussion.
Mhm.
And it was a wait and see approach with him. Like, hey, if he starts, if he's Alvin Kamara of old, I got a steal. If he's not, he could just sit on the bench and maybe use him if I need him for a bye week or an injury, or
Yeah,
trade
I
him.
get it. You know,
Mm.
if I was in your shoes, Murdog, I would have moved Gibbs up to RB1 and Barkley and Taylor to the
Don't matter.
flex option this week.
It doesn't
wouldn't have
matter.
changed- I know it wouldn't have
You
changed
don't-
much, but at least you'd be getting more out of your RB production from your first 2 slots.
No, it doesn't matter if they're RB1, 2, or flex. They're in the starting lineup. There's no extra point values for where you slot them. If that was the case, I would have Taylor 1, Gibbs 2.
Imagine if you could do. You could probably. There's probably some leagues where you could like put extra like weight on certain positions.
like a times 0.5 multiplier.
Yeah, like some sort of like.
I mean,
So you're-
I'm sure.
My bread and butter up until I decided to quit was CBS Sports' fantasy setup.
CBS isn't bad. I like Yahoo's. They're pretty easy to use. Like I use that for my keeper league.
I mostly did that with I do that mostly with fantasy baseball. If anything, the only thing I have been good at in any fantasy league has been in the pick'ems.
I'm usually pretty good with pick'ems, but
I'm currently in terms of the ABSN network pick'ems, I'm in the top 10.
nice. I can't see fantasy baseball. I can never do. It's too like it's because a lot of them are day to day.
The handoff. He's gonna have to take off. Barkley with the block. 7-yard pickup. I mean, currently I'm sitting 7th in the pick'em league. At least there's one thing I'm good at in terms of fantasy football, and that's picking games, not picking players.
That's the truth. McAteer, how come you haven't called in yet, fucker?
Drop
Yeah,
back.
sandbagging.
Caught by Brown over the 45.
Go AJ Brown. Go AJ Brown. Need more
Down to the
points.
43. We never brought Nick into our fantasy league, did we?
No, we have 8 people.
I mean, next year we should up at 12.
I might have mentioned it if we were in the same league.
Mention what? Oh, you were in the league. Yeah, 8 people. I put it out on. Well, we had some returners, but down,
Yard pickup.
I think they're on the Yankee stream. I
Drop
said it
back.
for like
First
2
fires,
episodes.
caught by Smith, but he doesn't get much.
And it was like first come, first served basis. Filled it up.
Yet.
Devontae Smith is so tiny.
He got 4 based on forward progress.
Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, Devontae Smith's a little bit like skinnier version of Garrett Wilson, seems like. Body type wise. Not
From the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6. Bigsby in the backfield now. Drop back by Hurts. Taking off. Voids the sack. Gets to free. First down at the 31.
fumble, it hurts. I'm going
Yeah,
against
9.
Hurts.
You know, my brother-in-law wasn't busy. He wasn't in Louisiana. Hasn't been keeping tabs on his youngest son's games in hockey. I'd probably ask him for a little help with this stuff next year. My brother-in-law
What number?
diehard line.
Check this out. Nick.
What number is Quentin Williams wearing for Dallas?
92.
How's
He's
he
still
been
90.
doing?
I haven't seen
Yeah.
him.
He got injured earlier.
Oh, typical.
Drop back. Hurts looking. I think that's Bigsby. Yeah, no, that's one of the other time. No, that's Cooper. Second catch of the day only gets him about 2 on that. Oh, they give him 3. 8.5 minutes left, and I'm going to be on
Murdoch,
call
what were you
tomorrow
saying?
night, Carolina against San Francisco.
Tell me what you think about this, Nick. So Mets wants to do another league next year with family or whoever. And I told him we will draft for him. And he like thought that was an issue with integrity.
Caught by Smith, but we may have flagged.
Nah, not necessarily. If everyone's drafting, that was integrity. I mean,
No, if we helped him do his draft and told him who to pick and when.
yeah, if everyone agrees to do it, I don't see
Okay.
anything wrong.
No, like not with us. He was going to play.
Illegal hand to the face.
Oh, in a separate league.
74. Hey,
Yeah.
Mac.
That's interesting. I don't know. I think if people in the league knew about it
Mac?
and didn't care, I don't think like. Because at the end of the day, he still has to like only one. It doesn't matter if there's 12 of you. There's only one person set in the lineup.
No, the difference is, would you rather me draft your team or you draft your team? You know what I mean? It was like we're trying to get the guy to win a title. So,
Well, yeah,
We're-
that's
you know.
the thing. Yeah.
right.
That's
So
right.
we're trying to help
What's
him
up,
win.
everybody? What's up, Mets?
Hey,
Yeah,
Mac.
Hey, what's up, man?
Second 17 from the 38. After an illegal use of hands penalty, erases about a 12-yard gain for Smith. Hurts looks.
McAteer,
Has
What
to
up,
dump it
Murdoch?
off to Coop. To Barkley. He fumbled it!
Nick,
Yeah, what's up, Mac?
what up, man?
Mets dragged me out here sick, McAteer. What kind of friend does that? Jesus.
What happened?
I didn't even
Barkley
do my own
fumbled
show
it.
today.
Cowboy ball.
I know. I was waiting for it. I was like, I thought I missed it or something. I was like,
No.
man,
Been
I
sick
am
for like
Murdog.
4 or
I was
5
like, I told you the one day I was like, oh shit, like I'm home today. I normally would go to my parents to watch the game, and I'm like on there. I'm like live. I kept clicking in live, and I just see fucking Boy Green's shit.
yeah,
Oh,
Richie,
like
Boy
DJ
Green. There was like
DJ,
a bunch of
DJ
other
messaged
shows
me.
that I didn't want to watch.
Yeah.
But
No, like people messaged me like, "Hey, dog, you going live?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Maybe I'm sick. I don't." I was like, "Hopefully, I feel better by the morning." You know, and
From the
nah, I hope
30.
you feel better, man. Oh, you got like a flu or what?
something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten in like 4 days. I had a bowl of soup in like the last 3 or 4 days, and that's it.
That's not good, dude.
Like,
Have you tried the honey hack?
You gone to the doctor?
no, I don't do doctors. I'm a fucking Neanderthal.
Philadelphia Eagles have not
I
trailed.
know,
since
but after a
week
few
5.
days of not eating, bro, you might want to.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. Like I'm drinking like tons of fluids, orange juice, coffee, water.
5 games since the Eagles last trailed. Son of a bitch.
I'm okay. Like I'm trying to remember if I eat anything. I don't remember. Well, maybe in the last 4 days. Maybe I had a sandwich. Maybe I had a sandwich 4 days ago and then soup 2 days ago. I don't know. But I just haven't been hungry. So craziness. I had a nail pop off.
Ouch.
The whole nail.
Finger or toe?
Oh, no.
Yeah. No. So I was wearing these work boots and
Okay, toenail.
toenail. Yeah. And something felt weird about them.
Back, drop it
I was
back.
like, I'm wearing the
Gotta go
wrong
deep.
one. I should have been wearing the other
Over
ones.
Pickens,
And
dropped it. And we got flag. Gonna be DPI,
I got back from work. Toes were killing me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I put on the wrong boots." And
Nope, it's a hold
under the nail was purple.
down.
On both pinky toes, the nail was purple. So over time, over the last few days, soaking
And
in
just like that. You're not kidding, Iman.
the nail, just like was very like flimsy. And I was
Oh,
like,
Pickens on the
over.
sideline. He looks like he's gimping.
Murdoch, did you
That's a
save it? Like,
That's a nutrients issue, bro. You need to start getting some more nutrients
no, I
in your
think it was-
body.
Come on, Eagles, get back.
You
Murdoch,
want me
you
losing
like
fingernails and hair and
Incomplete pass.
he's like you've seen Goldmember, Austin Powers Goldmember. He's like save me. He puts it in the little thing. He's like save me from myself.
Yeah, Turpin didn't have a grip on it. That's incomplete. In terms
What's
of
that
having it,
You know, Austin Powers, a gold member. He's like, he like takes his little hair freckles and he puts it in the jar, or like something. That's you. He's like, save me from myself.
so you're the mole.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Mole.
Go.
Backdrop's back, going over the middle. Oh, it was dropped again. Third down. He was going for Florani for that one.
Is it me or
If
the
Ferguson
Eagles?
wants to catch a ball, I'd be cool with that. I mean, he showed in the beginning of the game that he has the heart for it. Like, they never passed it to him again after he did that cool play.
But then
This does
again,
not
ever
look like
since
the same
he got
Eagles
back,
team.
ever since Lamb got back, they haven't been paying much attention to him at all.
Yeah, Lamb has fallen off. I thought Rashid Rice was a bust until like the second half of the game. I was like, damn, man, I traded away some stuff for that guy. I was hoping that he would be better than he is, and he is not playing the way I thought he would. And then towards the second half of the game, he started killing it.
5 minutes.
I was like,
left,
yes.
under 6 to go. Tied at 21.
Same with St. Brown. I think this is the first game in the last like 4 games that he's had like a big game.
Last 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's another one you got to watch out for. He's like a 13, 14 point guy, like guaranteed. And then once in a while, he'll throw you 35, 40. Like, especially on a team with a lot of offensive weapons,
Back at the 2.
like temper those expectations.
Man's looking for a flag on the hold.
Yeah. I don't actually, to be honest with you, I don't think that was my pick. I think somebody picked somebody right before me, and I was like, all right, I'm going with St. Brown because like that's the safest pick at this point.
Are you guys are? I can't believe this play. Why would you return the punt from your 2-yard line?
I'm about 15
Gibson
seconds
is
behind you
clutching
guys.
at his rib cage.
Yeah, they're about to do the punt on my screen. So
Xavier Gibson.
Oh yeah, he's really good. He's a jet.
Yep, Xavier Gibson just potentially blew the game for the Eagles.
The recovery at the Dallas and the Philadelphia 7.
Jet great Xavier Gibson.
I wonder if Joe Douglas had anything to do with bringing him to Philly.
Right. No, this guy. You should get this guy. It's crazy that the Cowboys were down 21-0. And it's 21-21 with them basically on the goal line.
Well, they screwed up on the goal line earlier in the game, remember?
Yeah, but I think the momentum is different now.
Left on the clock.
The momentum is different now, dude. They're scoring right here.
Yeah, well, yeah, they should.
You know what? The reason why the Eagles are playing like this.
That only puts them at 5-5-1. They're still on the outside looking in the postseason picture.
It's a game closer.
Yeah, you got to win what's on your calendar.
I'm just saying it's going to take a miracle or downright dumb luck where the Lions really F it up for them to even have a sniff at the wild card spot.
No, yeah, I can see that, Mets. I agree, but I don't think any team is playing to lose. You know what I mean? Like, so they're gonna try to win this out, and who knows? A bad play by somebody else next week, they got another win.
And compounding their issue further, certain tiebreakers don't favor them, like losing to Carolina in Week 5. Was it 6?
All right, so we are rooting. We are rooting for Arizona. New Orleans is going to lose again. Fucking assholes.
New Orleans is a gimme.
True.
Yeah,
they're getting the number 1 pick.
Well, Tennessee also sucks balls too.
But
they Jacksonville in overtime. Trying to look. Cincinnati lost to New England. Shit.
Well, at least with the Raiders, with the Brown team, Radcliffe can't score any more points, so now it's all down to the Nduka game. Williams at the middle. He's fighting, and he's down to the 1-yard line.
Giants blew another game. That's crazy.
Which is why I'm wishing to.
Yeah, if they would have taken the 3 points, bro, they would have won that game.
True, but still, I would rather strangle Shane Bowen to death for his incompetence in being such a spammer of soft zone.
Yeah, but at the same time, man, like I feel we did the same thing, and I think it was a stupid move. You don't get rid of your head coach in the middle of the season. It stirs up the locker room.
From the
It
two.
makes the whatever
Look,
coach you bring up have to do two jobs.
Second in this
They never
time.
do them as well as anybody else because they're not ready for that position.
Mm.
We got rid of Jeff Ulbrich for the same reason. He's doing great in Atlanta, and when he was here, we had a top-rated defense. Now we have a shitty defense, and we didn't lose that many people. Like they just sucked because we had a new defensive coordinator. If we would have kept Jeff Ulbrich,
Wink, everything
we would have been fine.
But again, what was the problem? Brian Dable, a grade A jackass, cancerous piece of shit. Who let the 2022
wait till the end of the
Cody
season, man.
2022 Cody go to his head. Trust me, if we did, things would have been worse. Over the middle, caught. No, it comes out of the hands of Lamb, incomplete.
Jets became way worse once we decided to get rid of Saleh and make all those big switches in the middle of the middle of the season.
Oh, it went through his head.
And then we blamed Jeff Ulbrich for making our season terrible, and we got rid of him too.
Well, that was Rodgers being the cancer. We should have gotten rid of him last year.
I would have rather had Rodgers over Justin Fields.
Oh, they're going for it? Oh my god.
We're already paying for him anyway.
This is
We're
so
still paying for him right
stupid.
now.
This is so dumb.
Third, fourth and goal from the 2 or a yard and a half.
I
Snap.
don't know.
Dak drops back. Caught by Ferguson, but it's not in the end zone.
It's so stupid. It's a tie game. Why don't you take the field goal?
I think because they figured the Eagles are going to have to march like 60 yards to even have a field goal opportunity.
Yeah, it's a tie game. You have to have the lead to win the game.
I know, but all right. What I
Oh.
mean is,
You're a genius if you score right now, and you're an idiot if you don't. That's the way coaching goes, bro. Like
They got
you know
three-
what I
they
mean?
got-
No, I get where you're getting at, but it's a tie. I get what you're saying, but it's a tie game.
I know.
It's a
Yeah.
tie
Why
game,
don't you
so
do
you're
that?
still in the
But they
lead. Like,
end it.
you don't end it. It's 3:30 left. You score a touchdown. There's still 3:30 left. So like
Yeah.
you have the lead.
Now they're
But-
hoping their defense can
In
make a
any
safety
case,
or something.
Yeah, but now your defense has to
of
keep the
all
game a
ways
tie
to possibly
versus
throw
actually
this game
winning
to
the
Cowboys.
game.
You had the
No,
ball
they're-
in the 7, and you try instead of going for a field goal, you get stymied at the 2-yard line on a low pass to Ferguson.
And they only need and here's the other thing. They don't need to go 99 yards to score. They need to go 50 yards to get in field goal range? 40 yards?
16. But then again, we've seen that both field goal kickers have missed deep today. Pass to Brown, he's going to catch it for a gain of 12. First down. At the very least, now the Eagles are out of the shadow of their own red zone, of their own end zone.
I'll take a nice little dump off to Barkley to take it to the house.
Yeah, at this point, until the Rams game, you're basically neck and neck with infrared.
But yeah, like I said though, if they scored a touchdown, man, like everybody's barking a different tune. They're like, "Oh my god, what a great play!" Blah 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 blah. So like,
13,
you know,
11.
and that's how it goes, dude. Like that's just
I know.
No, I feel you, but
especially in these times.
Back, going over the
In it-
middle, caught by Smith.
in a tie game when you're that
15.
at that point, like to me, like you have to take the lead to win the game. So I don't get why to me it says that I'm not confident in my defense to stop Dallas at all. And maybe they'll just go right down.
On that cat. Get 17.
You mean the Eagles? Yeah, yeah.
No.
I-
I mean that Schottenheimer is
defense
not
of the-
Cowboys.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be like, I mean, other than Williams, I mean, what have you really done? They've been one of the worst defenses in the league.
Pass, but he goes nowhere with it.
But I mean, at some point you got to push a little confidence. I get that too. So like I said, either way, it's kind of like they got that touchdown. It's a totally different story right now. We're like, I guess that was terrible, but I mean, at least they got the touchdown. Now they have to go down and they have to actually score. They can't just get a three points and tie it up again. But
Yeah,
now
but now,
all they need
but
is
now when
3
they go
points
down,
to win.
and when they kick like a 50-yard field goal to win the game, everyone's gonna be
Right?
like, well, yeah, you just gave them that opportunity.
And maybe they're going off of Jake Elliott. They're like, well, he just missed one. So maybe he's just, maybe we don't have to worry about the field goal. But I don't know. I think you always do with the Eagles. Hurts and the offense are pretty damn good. They might have bad game.
So I got in an argument with buddy of ours, Cooper DeJean. Is he a corner or a safety?
I think he's a corner.
I think he plays both. I think he's just. I mean, what is he better at? I really just depends. Like, I think there are better corners and I think there are better safeties, but he's just so like middle of the line on both that he's not worth getting rid of. Like and they need him. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah. But like I'm just saying like position wise, because like this is like one of those things I was like, because like last year, I was saying like I forget who it was, because like the Eagles just like this year they spent a lot. Like they got Jairi Alexander and somebody else that they Carter from the Jets, like, and I think there was another corner they picked up Phillips from Miami, but like it was one of those things. I was like, but Cooper Sheen last year as a rookie like had a really good rookie year and he was a corner, and people were like no he was a safety. And I'm like no, I think he played more corner than he did safety. But yeah,
I agree that he played more of one or the other, and what he's better at. That's where I think the real question is like, and I think he's very good at both. He's not great at either one.
So to your point, though, then I would say if you're asking me, I would want him as a safety because like I feel like there's less safeties that are really good at coverage that can do what he can do. Like if you're saying he's middle of the pack for both, then play me at safety. Play him at safety because you could do so much more,
Yeah, unless there's an injury at corner. And then all right, well we flip him in because he's better than what we had as a backup corner.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I agree with you though. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
You know what he might be? Actually, as I'm thinking of it and saying something like he might be like a younger, maybe just as good. I don't know, Honey Badger, like Mateo. Yeah, like something like because he came out. Remember, he was like a corner at LSU, and like he dropped like the third round. Terrence Mateo or what's no?
I know who you're talking about.
Mateo.
I know the Honey Badger. His name was the Honey Badger. That's why I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he actually was in Kansas City. I think he might up to like a couple of years ago. He went to New Orleans and he like had a really good run in Arizona when he. But yeah,
in Arizona is where he really made a staple for himself.
Yeah,
like he looked good.
3rd and 2.
Yo, Mets.
36 or 37-yard line.
Mets, if you hold on to this lead like you should, I guess we can't do the Mets 2-1-2-8 winless trophy. It's gonna have to go. No more.
Hurts dropped.
Right.
He stopped.
This could be a start for you too, Mets. I know when Buffalo decided he was going to get his run, he started on a run, and he didn't stop. So who knows? Maybe after this week, you win the next 3.
There's only one game left in the regular season after this.
What's that?
There's only one game left in the regular season after this.
Yeah, but you could go through regular season, and then you could beat somebody in the playoffs, and then it makes you look a lot different than if you didn't. You know what I mean? My team, maybe I didn't draft the best, but with my intelligence, I ended up with a team that ended up winning
by Dak.
4th or 5th in the league or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's respectability.
Yeah, exactly. Make you want to play again next year.
And that ball is going to go in the end zone for a touchback. Minute 44.
Wow,
to at minimum get
He's
to
like
the
way
35.
behind you because
Look at
like
the Cowboys
he just got
comeback.
sacked, but he's not anywhere near the end zone.
I meant the kick.
He's talking about the punt.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Dak has
You
led
still
this
haven't.
comeback
That's
for the
about to
Cowboys.
Oh,
happen.
you're not up to the part where Emmett Smith comes out yet.
No.
He takes the next handoff. He goes about 35 yards for first
Oh,
down.
nice.
Yeah, and then they check in. Actually, Jay Novacek is playing tight end.
Tony Romo comes out of the booth.
Actually, no, it's not Tony Romo. It's Moose. Get it right. It's Moose. It's Moose Johnson. Moose comes out for 3rd and short.
Oh gosh.
That guy, honestly, he's one of the only guys that like when you talk about like fullbacks, like he's one of the like 2 or 3 people that like made you remember fullbacks in like the 90s or like at least for me like 90s football. Like him, Mike Allstott, and like those were the like epitome. Like what's his name?
What, that hit some?
Neil.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Fullback.
Oh, I think they're having the Eagles do it again because it hit the roof for some reason.
Oh, Sam Gash. Sam Gash was a great
Sam
fullback too.
Gash. Patrick Pass.
Larry Centers. Larry Centers. But I don't think Larry Centers was a good
31,
blocker.
35.
He was a
What is-
receiving fullback.
Mets' Giants had the best play of the week though. Jameis Winston going for like a 33-yard pass, just punting the guy off of himself and then go running in for the touchdown. Like best wide receiver the Giants have right now. They just don't have a quarterback to throw to him.
A few years ago with Patterson Jones for a first down against Carolina. Oh, I see. And the Cowboys will take it 5 yards backward because Turpin was faking trying to pass it. Idiot. While he was on the run.
No. He waved fair catch.
Oh, and faked it.
I gotta go eat dinner, guys. I'll see y'all later. If I'm done before y'all are done, then I'll come back on. But otherwise, have a great night.
Gets
Later,
loose.
man. Good chatting with you.
35. He fumbled it, but it goes out of bounds.
Good luck with the win tonight, Mets.
Thanks. Ferguson fumbled it, but it goes out of bounds.
Dude, why can't anybody hold on to the football in this game?
Amon Perry said in the chat before, it's like the fumble ball.
Game 7.
We should call it the fumble.
Williams dives, and
Fumble.
he'll get one
There
out
you
of it,
go.
but barely. And we're down to just at the minute mark, 3rd and 2. I swear, Fergie, you gave me a heart attack with that, you son of a bitch.
The singer?
No, Ferguson. Jake Ferguson.
Oh.
Phillies miscues, the wide right field goal, the Barkley fumble, the Gibson fumble. It's what kept Dallas in the game. And all Dallas needs now is to get in the field goal range and they win this. 3rd and 2, with 1:03 left, Dallas burns their second timeout. 14 penalties for 96 yards against the Eagles, 8 for 69 against the Cowboys. 4th quarter fuck-ups, 2 turnovers, and a missed field goal for the Eagles. Ball at the 35. Cowboys need to get it to the 37. To their own 37. Out of the gun.
I can't believe Dallas has Dante Fowler
back
on
by
their team.
Dak. Pump fakes. Caught by Ferguson over the 50. Down to the 46.
He fumbles again.
No, he didn't. Gain of 17. And gain of 19.
This game should end on a lateral.
The hook and ladder play.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
they're
you see
in range for Brendan Aubrey to end this.
Dallas has burned its final timeout. They're still not. I mean, Audrey screwed up on his field goal, hooking it wide left. Left to start the second half. Clock reset to 52 seconds.
I have Aubrey in my other league. I wonder if. Oh, that would be kind of helpful. It would actually tie my.
back-to-back game calls that have been legitimately good for each of the last 2 weeks.
So if they tie this or they win the game with an Aubrey field goal, I think I tie my fantasy game up with like
Yeah,
going
but-
against Nakua, but then I have San Francisco's defense, so I'm going to lose anyway.
San Francisco's playing tomorrow night against Carolina. I mean, sure, San Francisco's D has been beaten to hell, but they've got Brock Purdy back on the offensive end of the ball.
Yeah, but he's got Nakua, so I'm like,
Oh, good point. Williams in the backfield, 52 seconds left. Play clock down to 12. Hand off to Williams.
what is this? The Jets? They're running the ball? Oh, they're going to try and kick like a 70-yarder. That's right. He can kick from like.
Timeout Philadelphia with 45.
No, they got time, man. 52 seconds. Right now, it's a 62-yard field goal. They got time.
64.
I wouldn't be running the ball like that, though.
It'd be a 64-yarder.
17 yards from the ball.
18.
They moved it back a yard. Okay.
We gained a yard. Nobody? Little Giants?
I get the joke.
Oh,
It's a
Little
shame
Giant?
Yeah,
It's
it
a
just
shame
didn't
that
land.
pro football banned one particular play, the fumble rooski. I hate that the pros got rid of the fumble rooski.
The annexation of Puerto Rico?
Turpin in the
We're
back.
going to run that play.
Turpin in motion.
Wasn't one of
Bro,
the
caught
players
by
called-
Cavante. He's over
Wow.
the Pickens, over the 30, over the 20. Down he goes to the 21, and the Cowboys are now in field goal range.
Tell me
And
you
we've
weren't.
got
Wait,
We've got an eagle down.
Didn't they have a play called the refrigerator?
Icebox.
icebox. Yeah.
Icebox. Yeah.
Tell me the end of that run that you didn't expect Pickens to fumble it too. He handled it so awkwardly.
That's a 25-yard pickup, 24-yard pickup. He went down to 22. So I say knee.
Oh, he landed on his nuts.
Mets has increased his lead to like 43 points.
42.78. I still say part of me suggests Ratcliffe threw this at pity or just hubris.
It's going to be so nice that Ratcliffe is the one you beat. That's going to be like poetic justice, like great.
Can I kick him in the cojones?
I'll allow it. Feel free.
Is this your only win this year?
About
It
to
will be,
be.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, like the one. Should make him come on. Really accept his loss
But in terms of the week
and admit
itself,
defeat.
I'm only able to beat him, Infrared, Sauce, and Miggy.
Wait, is this a head-to-head game? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying so. How many wins have you had this year?
None. There were weeks where I had better score totals than certain players.
Oh, okay, yeah. But you can't look at that. You can only play the games that are on your schedule. That's
Right. Week 1, lost by 8 to Sauce. Some bad choices in running back and wideout. Week 2, lost by 30 to DJ because Daniels went down and I couldn't recover.
so. It is kind of impressive to have like a one win legitimate season. I'm impressed.
Shut up.
No, it's like legit. Both ways are hard to do. Like
Lost by about 7.5 to Murdog the first time around.
Mm.
Mostly because Montgomery went off, but then they pulled him, which pissed me off.
Wait, why are they taking a knee when they don't have a timeout? Okay.
Well, Philly will burn their final timeout with 14 to go. Week 4 lost by over 5 to Infrared.
Yeah, there's some close calls, man. Mets could have had a few wins for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like crazy. Like it's just like a really,
against
really
you,
bad
against
luck.
Infrared.
Have you been listening to Matthew Berry? Is that
Against
why?
Ratcliffe, the first anyway. Week 6 was too much of a panic week, so I got stomped by Miggy. McAteer crushed me. And they spike it with 3 to go.
I'm waiting for that to happen.
By,
Did you see that?
lost by 13.
A couple weeks ago, one of the defensive linemen dove at the
TJ.
spike to try and intercept it, and like almost did. No way.
Murdoch basically doubled me up the second time. I blamed that on the concussion by Dart. Lost
You
by
still had
4
20-something
Infrared
points in
second.
that game, bro.
Kick is up. It is. Cowboys win. It's good.
Where was that game?
Good game.
I beat Mets 294 to 104.88. That was a 96.06 win. And the recap says Murdoch throat punches Mets. Oh man, it's great.
This guy I'm playing, I'm beating him, but he's gonna beat me. But touche, he played Wilson from Arizona instead of AJ Brown. Then I'm like, why would you play AJ Brown?
Because Wilson had a 40-point game last week.
I guess so. Yeah.
I was trying to tell Mets twice before he told me to go my role and shut my mouth twice. Was that you can't go on name recognition.
And the Cowboys pull off the upset. 24-21, the final score. A real nasty shot, knock in the head to the Eagles.
Recency bias will haunt you.
A real nasty blow to the head.
That's good for the Jets. Cowboys get their 5th win.
Dak Prescott goes 23 of 36 for 354 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Jalen Hurts, 27 of 39 for 289 and a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 8 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. George Pickens, 9 for 146 and a touchdown. Hurts, 7 carries, 33 yards, 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams, 20 carries for 87 yards, doesn't go anywhere with it. Devonta Smith, 6 catches for 89 yards. Dallas Goedert, 2 for 20. Ferguson for me, 1 carry for 1 yard. 5 catches for 60 yards. And a fumble that he was able to recover, though. Each team fumbled the ball twice. Blankenship with a pick in the end zone, but in the end, it didn't really matter. 1 sack for the Cowboys, 1 sack for the Eagles, 1 by Nakobe Dean and Osa Odigizua for the Eagles and Cowboys, respectively. And the Eagles lose their 3rd of the last 4 they've played in Dallas.
Interesting. Guys,
if they won this game, they would have put the nail in the coffin and won the division.
Yep.
All right, guys, I gotta head out here.
Matter what the commander would do.
Yep, see you later. I'll be
Mets
Late.
Thanks for having me. Murdog, I'll catch you later.
See you later, sir.
Okay,
Oh,
Nick.
wait, real quick, Nick.
Late.
Oh, he left. Fuck, I had a question, bro.
Yeah. What were you gonna ask him?
What's the girl who just won the Intercontinental title?
Oh, Maxie Dupree.
Yeah, I thought that's a disaster, but
Given
whatever.
how much of a bully Becky was, makes sense.
Yeah,
And
it's-
keep the feud going with AJ. It makes sense they have her drop it, and then the
that's
two
okay to
kids-
drop it. I agree with her dropping it. That's fine, just not to Maxine Dupree.
Who would
That's
you
fine.
want her to drop it to?
Somebody else. I just thought it was the girl's not a great wrestler. I wanted to like her, but I just don't.
Why not just kill the Alpha Academy? I mean,
Yeah,
give me dead.
There's other girls you could have given it to, So you could have ascended. It feels like that they gave her a title to try to push her, or to try. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like
I get what you're saying.
she should be there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's really had big wins. Her performances aren't great.
True.
The pretty girl.
Okay.
That's it.
So now I've had back-to-back good Sunday afternoon games to watch and call.
That's good.
That's it for tonight's stream. I'll be back tomorrow for Carolina against San Francisco.
All right, man. Have fun. That's always good to see you, little brother.
Thanks, Murdog. Late. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Mets2 to the ABSN, HSN, and all other platforms. I'm Mets228. Goodbye and good effing night. Bang.